Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm in Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. Continuing on after we started the expansion last episode, and we have made our way down to Vivec, which is Vivec City. I'm standing just right outside of it. Looks like there's a waypoint as soon as we get in here. Of course, there's the Silk Strider. And I know I saw one. Ah, it's right there. You can see it's going to light up here in a second. Lots of people here. And we are going to head into the palace. So I'm going to jump on my horse. And we're going to avoid the side quests for now. I'm just going to focus mainly on the main storyline here, but looks like we can go and use this. Looks like a lot of it's still being built. Look at that. This is very cool. I like seeing this stuff. This is really gives me a little fuzzy feeling. So let me make my way down to the palace and I'll be right back. And looks like we're getting close now. Go through these arches. And there's the palace. Wow. That looks pretty cool. Go on up. This is so cool.
Praise Vivec.
Ah, praise Vivec. Ooh.
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord
Look at him.
Vivec, we don't need the help of this Outlander.
Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say. I'll be in my office if you need me.
This is really neat.
Step forward, friend of Lavul, and let us speak. Canon Level says you
Wow.
helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander?
Sure. What kind of help do you need, Lord Vivec?
I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god?
Of course. I can provide a fresh perspective.
Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the Ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery.
All right. I don't think Achernon Tarvis wants my help.
The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed.
When I first arrived, I saw a vision of Azura.
The Daedric Prince? I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return.
Okay. So, we're going to go talk to the Archcanon Tarvis, who is outside in the building down below. Okay, made it into the Archcanon's office. Look at this. Got sorts of paintings and stuff on the wall. Pretty neat. Oops.
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivec trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you. But who am I to question my god?
Yes.
I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work. Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first?
Lord Vivec said he needs to perform a divination ritual.
Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivec. Now listen closely. I hate to repeat myself.
All right, I'm listening.
Despite my objections, Vivec believes you were sent to help, so I'll do my best to assist you. Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the Overseer that Lord Vivec requires the Blessing Stone. Then bring it to me in the palace.
All right, I'll go to the unfinished ziggurat, get the Blessing Stone, and meet you at Vivec's.
You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivec, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Very well. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Ask
what's
your question.
what's a stupid Blessing Stone?
Ah, the ignorance of Outlanders. How refreshing. The Blessing Stones serve as repositories for small amounts of Lord Vivec's power. They allow his favor to permeate sanctified locations. We need such a stone to power the divination ritual.
Can't Vivec perform the ritual without the Blessing Stone?
If you haven't guessed yet, the phenomenon interferes with Lord Vivec's power in unusual ways. It will be safer for everyone if I perform the ritual by using the Blessing Stone instead of drawing on my Lord's personal store of energy.
All right, that's enough. So, we're going to go talk to the Overseer. Okay, so the unfinished one is the one that was being constructed whenever we came in. We could see it, so let's see what she has to say.
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Don't mind me. I'm just having one of those days.
One of those days. Archon Tarvis sent me. I need to borrow your Blessing Stone.
Our Blessing Stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our Blessing Stone? Well, neither do I, but I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters. I'm not one to disagree with the Archcanon, but that's a terrible idea.
Lord Vivec needs it.
Lord Vivec? Why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the Blessing Stone.
Oh, of
The
course.
passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone.
I'll clear the passage and free your workers on the way to retrieve the stone.
I appreciate the help. Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone. It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift, or we'll never get this ziggurat constructed in time.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we're going somewhere in here.
I'm rather busy right now.
Oh, I see. You're trapped underneath the debris.
Thank you. I'll go tell the Overseer what you did for me.
Very good. All right, where's the other one at? Help. There they are. There. Now we can retrieve the Blessing Stone, which is just right up here. So I've got to find my way.
I can't move.
Can't do it that way, I guess. Ah, there we go.
I can't feel my legs.
All right. So we got that. Now we can go and talk to Archcanon Tarvis at the palace. Okay, so we've made it back to the palace. I've done a little upgrading of my equipment, but let's talk to him.
The Outlander Returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivec always draws the straightest arrow from the quiver. Praise the tribunal. Did you bring the Blessing Stone?
I did. I have it right here.
Stand over there. In Canon Level's absence, you will form the third corner of our ritual triangle.
Oh.
When you're ready, place the Blessing Stone, and we'll begin the ritual.
Okay, then. Place the stone right there.
Hear the
Cool.
words of the warrior poet, and reveal the source of Lord Vivec's distress.
Whoa.
A clockwork mage. A Daedric cultist.
Well, that was cool.
So
Something interfered with the ritual, my lord.
Well, obviously.
But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down.
Something went wrong during the ritual. Did you learn what you hoped?
We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no, not as much as I hoped.
But there were images in the ritual.
Images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land.
I don't understand.
Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf.
Oh.
But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you.
Wow. Well, that's still not that great, but it is cool. I wish there was a way to view it. All right, complete quest.
The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it.
Oh, you're losing divine energy. How is that possible?
To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover the identity of the enemy Levol's ancestor warned us about.
You think an enemy is responsible for your energy loss?
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can.
All right, I'll talk to Archcanon.
My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated.
Okay, so that's what's really going on here, is he's losing power, and he doesn't know why. There's obviously enemies, so we have to figure that out. All right, let's see what the Archcanon says about
I
this.
performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are... difficult.
And by difficult, you mean Lord Vivec's loss of power.
How do you know about... Lord Vivec told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in the streets if the people believed one of the tribunal was incapacitated.
Lord Vivec said you might need help investigating the source of the problem.
It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Balmora, Aldrin, and Barrelzar's Tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites.
Okay, I'll investigate.
Haven't you left yet? The sites at Balmora, Aldrin, and Barrelzar's Tower aren't going to investigate themselves.
Let's get a little more information.
I researched what I could using the resources available here in Vivec City. To learn more, I need an agent to personally assess each location. Lord Vivec thinks you're the best one for that job. I believe the mage seen in the ritual is Barrelzar, who works out of an ancient Velothi tower. His experiments radiate energy similar to Vivec's affliction, but they're not a perfect match. Find out what he knows about the transfer of divine energy.
Okay, what can you tell me about
House
Balmora?
Renerin controls the town and nearby mines. House Halalu also has interests in the region. Rumors of a cult in the area concern me the most. I believe we saw a cultist during the ritual. Make discreet inquiries and see what you can learn.
What kind of cult are we talking about?
No idea. That's why we're sending you. I suggest you start at the inn. Secrets get spilled along with the drinks in such places. The miners may know something as well. I've heard that House Redoran has issued some kind of proclamation.
Yeah, and what do you know about Alderaan?
Savage Ashlanders, like the one seen in the vision, use the area as a tribal meeting ground. These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for Vivec. But how they could be involved eludes me. See what you can uncover.
All right, is there anything else?
I traced tendrils of Vivec's energy to these locations, and the ritual confirmed the connection before it went awry. Just don't discuss Lord Vivec's condition with anyone. We don't want to start a panic. If anything changes here, I'll contact you.
All right. However you contact me. All right. So before we do that, I think we're going to have to wrap this episode up, and then the next one will go to Balzura's Tower. I don't know. Each one of those might take up a whole episode. We'll just see how it goes. But if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button and leave any comments you may have. Tell me what you think about what's going on here in Morrowind. I'm kind of very interested in what's happening to Lord Vivec's power. So I hope you are too. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Your subscriptions really do mean a lot to me. And I try to put out a video every single day of the week. So if you're subscribed, you can get notification of that. So, until next time, bye.